What is up, angels? So right now I'm in the hospital, as you can see. I'm here because Anicia has not been moving as much as she usually does. I didn't get a kick count today, which if you're pregnant, you know what that means. A kick count is like she has to kick 10 times in less than 2 hours, like once you're done eating, once like just anything like that. And I haven't got one so far, and it's already like 4 o'clock. I was getting really bad pains Saturday night when I was with Luis, and I felt like throwing up, so I fell asleep. And when I woke up Sunday morning, I didn't have the pain like I did last night, but she still wasn't moving as much as she usually did. And right now it's Monday, and we're already at the hospital because my brother's here for surgery. So I called my advisor nurse, and she told me to come in to Santa Clara, and I told her I was over here. So I'm here at the other hospital, and I'm already laying down. I'm checked in and everything. So they're gonna see what's wrong, or if it's like normal, or if anything's like happening. So hopefully everything is okay. I'm not sure, but I will update you guys in a little bit. So everything seems to be good right now. So I'm talking low. It's just I'm in the waiting room because I am in the hospital. Like, my brother's getting surgery and he's about done. We've been here all day, but I will tell you guys like what happened and everything once I get home. But right now I'm good. They gave me this jug of water because I guess I was dehydrated, but I kind of figured because today I did not drink as much water as I usually do. But right now I'm just waiting for my brother to get out of surgery, and as you see, I'm in the waiting room. There's nobody here except for some person, but yeah, like I said, I will update you guys once I get home. Sorry if I'm like seem really out of it. I'm kind of tired right now because I've been here all day. This is such a nice hospital. Like, I really like it, and it's so freaking goes all the way up there. It's so nice. So this is a couple days after I went to the hospital. I just wanted to explain why I went to the hospital and how everything went and what happened. So pretty much, I know I explained it in the first video when I was in the hospital, but I'm gonna just explain it more so you guys can understand and tell you guys what happened. So sorry, I just woke up, so my hair is like, it's curled, but it's like, I don't know. And my eyelashes coming off. You guys see that? Anyways, but okay. So I went to the hospital because I went on a Monday. So that Saturday night, like the Saturday night before that Monday, I was getting really bad cramps. Like, they were so bad. My stomach, it felt like period cramps, and it was all over my stomach, like all around. Like, it wasn't just one place, it was all around my stomach. And I was with Luis, and he was like, do you want to go to the hospital? And I was like, no, because I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was just normal pains, because honestly, my whole pregnancy, I've never felt like cramps, like bad cramps, like Braxton Hicks or anything like that. So I was like, oh, this is probably just normal or something, I'm not sure. And then I started feeling really nauseous, and I was like, what the heck, like, why am I feeling sick? So I started feeling really nauseous, and I searched it up, and it was saying like, oh, if you take like a nap or you go to sleep and when you wake up it's still there, go to the hospital or call your advisor. So I was like, okay. So I went to sleep, and when I woke up it was gone. I was like, oh, okay, good. Yeah, see, like, it was probably just normal cramps. But then I noticed on Sunday, which was the next day, that she wasn't moving as much as she usually did move. And I was like, what the heck, like, why aren't you moving as much as like you usually do? So I was drinking water, I was laying down, because she usually moves a lot when I do that. So I did get a kick count for Sunday, but it still wasn't a lot. Like, she still wasn't moving as much, and I was just so like nervous. I was like what's happening? Like, am I okay? And then I started getting cramps again, but it wasn't like as bad as it was Saturday. Like, the cramps, I've never gotten bad cramps like that ever since I got pregnant. I used to get them like that when I was on my period, but not ever since I've been pregnant. So when I got the cramps, I was like, okay, like, I know these are normal cramps because they're not like bad or consistent, but the fact that she wasn't moving a lot and I was getting the cramps was scaring me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just wait. And then on Monday, which is the day I went to the hospital, we went to the hospital already for my brother's surgery. So we were already at the hospital for my brother's surgery, and I did not get a kid count for that day because we left so early in the morning. Maybe I just didn't feel it, but I noticed she still wasn't moving a lot. I didn't get a kid count. It was already 4 o'clock and I just didn't get one. And then out of nowhere, I started feeling like pain in my pelvic area. Like pain, like it hurt. I was like, what the heck? Like, what is that? Because I never got that before. Like I said, I got really paranoid. You guys probably think like, oh, she was just so paranoid. This is so dumb. But I mean, I don't know. I just never experienced anything like that. So the fact that I did get all those cramps and pains, and the fact that she wasn't moving, it scared me because this is like my first kid. Like, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's supposed to happen. So I got really paranoid. So I was like what the heck, when I started feeling those cramps in the bottom of my like the pelvic area, like my vagina area. So I was so scared. So I called my advisor and I was like, I told her everything that happened. I told her I didn't get a kid count, and she's like, okay, you need to come into the labor and delivery like area in the hospital. And I was like, okay. Like, I was getting really scared because they were saying since I didn't get a kid count, something could be wrong. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so scared. So I go in and hold on, I'm thirsty. So I go in and they were saying like, what did they say? Okay, so I went in and they had me lay down before they checked anything because I told them like everything. So I gave them my my Kaiser number because I do have Kaiser, and they just like, they took me to a room, they told me to undress, they had me put this belly wrap on my stomach. So I did that, and then I was laying down. They said they couldn't find me in the system, so I was getting really irritated because I was like, I'm in the system like that, and they were saying my Kaiser number wasn't working. And I was like, that's the number I use every single time I come in, like for my Kaiser appointments, my doctor's appointments, everything. So how could you guys not find it? So they took out my birthday, my name, still couldn't find me. And then they put down my social security number and they found me. I was like, alright. So I laid down, and then she put the like the thing where you can hear the baby's kicks on my stomach, and they put some other thing on my stomach too. Like, they put it under the belly wrap. So they did that, and I heard her heartbeat. It was like good. Like, it was going consistent like it should be. And then I heard her move a lot, like so much in my stomach, and I was like, I can't, like, you're moving but I can't feel it. I was like, why can't I feel you move? Like, I can hear her move like so much times, like so many times, like in my stomach, but I couldn't feel it. And I was like, why can't I feel it? And that's what kind of made me like what the heck, like, I don't know. So then they were trying to feel for my blood pressure right here, and the machine wasn't working. They couldn't do it, so they had to get another machine. And then they said, like, they did my blood pressure. They said my blood pressure was perfectly fine. And then they said they did an ultrasound. So they did an ultrasound, and they showed me that her head is now facing down, like, and they're saying that is the pain that was in my pelvic area because she's pushing her head in my pelvic area. So that they're saying that was the pain, why I was getting pain down there. That it was her head, that she was moving her head down, and now she's trying to position her head down in my pelvic. So when I heard that, or when I saw her and I saw that her head was down, I was really happy. I was like, oh, like, what the heck, like, her head's already down, because I didn't suspect like her head gonna be down already. So it was, and I got really happy. So I was like, okay. And then they were like, right when they put the thing for the ultrasound, she was moving her head so much. Like, the doctor was like, look, I'm not even moving the ultrasound thing, like, look at her head. And she was going like that, like, heck of times. And I was like, what the heck are you doing? But she said the baby was perfectly fine. She said I was fine, my blood pressure was fine. She said everything seemed normal. She checked my cervix. My cervix wasn't open, I wasn't dilated, I wasn't anything. So she said everything was, like, it was good. So she said that the contractions I was experiencing could have been Braxton Hicks. The contractions could have gotten worse because I was dehydrated, but I really wasn't dehydrated because I drink water 24/7. I was telling them that, and they're like, oh, well, the contractions could have just been normal then. Like, you could have just been experiencing early contractions, Braxton Hicks, and the pain down in your pelvic area was because of her pushing her head down there. So I was like, okay, so pretty much everything is perfectly fine. I'm not going to tell you guys a lot of that's been happening, because I want to save that for my bump update, because I will be doing another bump update on Wednesday or Thursday, whichever day I post it. So I will be doing one on one of those days, and you guys will see, because I am going to be 36 weeks on Wednesday, which is 9 months in pregnancy weeks. So from then on, I'm gonna start doing bump updates every single week, so you guys can see until my due date on how my pregnancy is going so far in the last like couple weeks, because seriously, she's coming like so soon. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened and why I was so scared and paranoid, and I'm just glad everything's good. Like, she's perfectly fine, she's healthy, I'm healthy, everything is good, so that's good. And she's gonna be a really big baby. Oh god, I'm so scared. But yeah, guys, so I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, big thumbs up, and stay tuned for my next videos, because I do post consistent, and I feel like I'm gonna be posting a lot more before she comes, because I have a lot of video ideas that I know I want to do. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Bye, angels.